Hey everyone, today's video is going to be a Chatty tutorial on this look right here. If you guys aren't familiar with my Chatty tutorials, they're basically a combination between a let's get ready, which is my version of the chit chat kind of video, and a tutorial, because I don't like doing the sort of robotic voiceover tutorials. I'll do them sometimes, but generally I prefer talking to you guys and just being able to communicate. It takes the stress off of me doing my makeup really fast, because I like to kind of chill out and really explain why I'm doing things. So hopefully you guys get a good idea of how I did this look. It's a really pretty, very spring kind of pink and purple eye. I used my Crème de Couture palette from Sigma, it's upside down, and I really love this palette, and I did a video hauling this the other day which I will leave down below, and a lot of you, or a couple of you, requested that I did a tutorial with this, so here it is. I'm going to do a couple more. I'm hoping to do a neutral one with the kind of brown colours in here, and I'm thinking either a yellow or a green or a blue one. So let me know which one you want to see, or if you want me to combine all of the colours. I don't know, but let me know, and yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video. Okay, so first off, I just wanted to say that I've already applied my foundation, primer, foundation, concealer, powder, and eyebrows. So it's done. So I applied my Nearly Naked foundation all over my face, and my two concealers, which are the Glamourflage by Hard Candy and then Maybelline's Instant Age Rewind, set with the Real Minerals Chi finishing powder stuff, and then I applied my e.l.f. eyebrow kit in dark, and then put some brow gel through, which is by Revlon. Now, I'm going to start on the eyes, so I'm going to take my Jumbo Eye Pencil in Milk, which is so blunt it hurts my eyeballs really badly. I'm just using my inner corner shader from the Performance Kit. It's the E46. It's just a really small brush, just a flat shader. I'd use the bigger one, but I have another job for that, so I will leave that till later. So I'm just applying it over my eyelid. Okay, so now that I've blended that out a little bit, we're going to go in with the eyeshadows. So as you saw in the little intro, the look today is going to be purple, but if you'd like to see like my neutral look using this palette, do let me know and I'll do another tutorial on that. First off, I'm just going to go ahead and apply my lid colour, so I'm going to pack that on with my EcoTools blender brush, my EcoTools shader brush, sorry, and I'm taking Lavender Honey. Can't get a hold of this palette, it's like too big for my hand, but it's that colour right there, the kind of medium purple colour, and I'm going to pack this over the 2/3 of my eye, leaving out the inner corner. And you really want to pack this on. This is why we put the white down, because this colour looks so much more vibrant with the white underneath it. So now I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to take Redberry Rose, which is a pink colour, which I think goes really well with this look, because it's kind of, when you mix it with this purple, it goes more of like a purpley kind of pink. So it's Redberry Rose, and I'm taking it on my E25, just on the very tip, and I'm going to run that right through my crease. You don't need to be extremely neat about this. Obviously don't go insane and start putting it everywhere, but just kind of in the general crease area, not really winging it out, just keeping it fairly basic. Because in this look I'm doing kind of like a cut crease, I like to have a kind of transitional colour going all the way up, and then I kind of put the cut crease in. So I'm going to take Cherry Blossom, which is the light baby pink. You could use Violet Whip, which is the light purple, but because I've used a pink as my transition, I want to use a baby pink at the top. If you were going to use a purple as a transition, use a purple at the top, but I just want to keep the top part very pink. So I'm just going to blend that pretty much on top of where I applied the Redberry Rose. So where the Redberry Rose kind of ends, so over here it's right there, I'm applying it. And as you can see, it just kind of helps to feather the whole look up a little bit. Just gives it a really nice gradual gradient. And normally I wouldn't do so much of a gradient, I'd kind of just leave it with like a little bit, not like unblended, but with a little bit of definition on the outer corner. But because we're doing a cut crease kind of look, I want the rest of the look to be really well blended and then have a really deep cut crease. So I'm going to be using two different colours to do the cut crease. I'm going to be using Cassis, or Cassis, however you say it, and I'm first going to put that right the way through, all the way from outer corner to inner corner. And then I'm going to take Elderberry, which is the really deep colour right there, and I'm just going to apply that kind of almost like, I'm going to kind of feather out the other part, and I'm going to apply that right in the very crease. But you'll see what I'm doing. I'm just mentioning now just in case I forget to say. So I'm taking Cassis first, and with this I'm being neat, but I'm kind of going to make it like a thicker line, and then I'm going to use Elderberry as a thinner line. So the brush that I'm using, by the way, is my favourite from this kit. This is pretty much the whole reason why I bought the kit, which seems stupid because you can buy them individually, but it's the E36, and it's this really gorgeous tiny little crease sized blending brush, and it helps to like put colour down and it blends it out a little bit, which is perfect. So right now I'm going to take that all the way in. You can see I'm kind of almost outlining my eyeball, if that makes sense. So you want most of the colour to be out here though, so in here you want it to be quite feathered. If that's not really happening for you, you can take a little bit of Redberry Rose just to kind of help fade. Okay, so now I'm taking Elderberry, and this is a part that I have to be really careful with because I'm kind of overzealous with my application, so probably steady your finger and just really gently apply this into the cut crease. Try to keep it as thin as you possibly can so you can see that it's really dark, and it's really just like I said, it's like cutting through the crease. It's separating all that from that two different colours. Just going to blend that out just because this one has a little bit more colour than that one and I want them to be even. So I'm just taking a mixture of colours that we've already used. So I'm using a little bit of the Lavender Honey, which was a lid colour, a little bit of the pink, a little bit of the baby pink, just to start to blend that out. Then I'm going to take a little bit of Cassis and apply that at the edge. I'm using my shader crease brush, which is an E46. It's just a small kind of, it's like a baby, it's like a shader brush and a blending brush had a baby. That's what this brush would be. It's almost like the same sort of thing as an E25, just in miniature version. And a little bit more tapered at the top, if you could kind of see that. Hopefully you guys can kind of just see what I'm doing here. I'm just trying to feather it out a little bit so it's not quite so stark. Okay, so we're almost finished. I'm just going to go ahead and get Lavender Honey, which is the purple we used on the lid, and I'm taking this on my lid E56 brush, which is similar to that inner corner shader that we used, but a little bit bigger. Still really small though. But the reason why I like it is because it's really precise, so I can get exactly on my lid without getting into the cut crease area, and I'm almost just redefining underneath the cut crease. That's just going to help to make that transition really sharp, which is what I want for this sort of cut crease kind of look. Now I'm taking Violet Whip on my finger, which is a light purple. I think I just got it on my nose, but I'm just going to apply that into my inner tear duct area. You can use a brush if you want to. I just like using my fingers. So now I'm looking all purpled out. I'm going to go ahead and apply some mascara. I'm going to use two different ones. I'm going to use my Full and Soft by Maybelline and then my Illegal Lengths. Don't ask me about this combination. I tried it one day and I really do like it. So I just apply a really kind of thin layer of Full and Soft so that all my lashes are coated. And then I just go crazy and apply lots of the Illegal Lengths. I don't really love either of these two mascaras by themselves. I do prefer the Illegal Lengths to the Full and Soft, but neither of them are like show-stopping mascaras. So the eyes are finished. As you guys can hopefully see, it's a really pretty kind of pastel pinky purple look. I just really like it. It's a really nice look for spring. It is kind of out there, but this palette is really out there, so if you're going to buy this palette anyways, you'd be expecting to do kind of out there sort of looks. Now for cheeks, I'm just going to kind of try and go away from pinks and purples. I'm going to do kind of like a orangey red cheek. Some of you might think that doesn't work, some of you might be like, no, stick with pinks and purples, but I haven't used this blush yet. So it's Cherry Apple from the collection. I'm just going to tap a little bit of that onto my cheeks. Hopefully you guys can see it on camera. Blush never shows up on camera for me because I usually go really sparing on the blush, but this is red, so let's hope that it shows up. I don't know how to explain it. Would you call this a red blush? It's like a brick coloured blush. But then it's almost like pink. It's like a really interesting colour. It's not like a bright red, like MAC's one, whatever it's called. So now for lipstick, I'm going to use my Lieole. I don't even know what it's called. I don't speak Korean, I'm so sorry. So for my lips, I'm going to be using my Lieole Jewel Superstar lipstick. And I don't know. Just looks like that. I'll do a swatch, so if you guys want to go find it online. Looks like that. I completely forgot about this bad boy. It's like at the bottom of my lipsticks in my lipstick drawer, so sorry, I'm going to put it in my bag. It's really pretty. So that's it for today. I know this look is a bit crazy, but I thought it'd be really fun to do. I think I'm going to try do 4 tutorials from this palette, one on like each colour and how I'd wear them, and I'm going to try and make them not be all the same kind of schematic. The next one probably will be quite similar, but it's kind of how I make the palette look natural on me. Do let me know if you'd like to see that because I think it's a really nice look. So yeah, thank you guys so much for watching and I'll see you all next time. Bye! Hey everyone, so today's video is going to be my favourites for the month of September. The makeup is a little bit crazy today, I know, but the tutorial for it, Sans the Lips, will be out next week.